What's up YouTube? Welcome back to Syracuse Aviation, and today I have another model review. Actually, this is model reviews, I guess, because we have two models here, but we have the RM model store Panda models exclusive JetBlue A320 and Spirit A320. Now, I unboxed both of these in my most recent unboxing video. There are 11 models. It was a really fun video, a lot of nice models, so I highly recommend you check that out. I'll put a card at the end of the video for it. So feel free to check that out. But anyways, we have these two models here. They're really nice. I'm just going to get right into this. So we're going to start with the JetBlue. It's probably my favorite of the two. Overall, it's really nice, and there's one key feature that I will point out. So we'll start with the box. It's really nice. It kind of has that same vibe as NG with the really nice design. So with the tail on it, it's kind of the same design, just kind of the enlarged for the background of the box. There's the registration, November 794 Juliet Bravo, uniform scale diecast model. There's a CGI, looks really nice, Airbus A320-200. These two sides are the same, and the top and the bottom are almost identical. It's just some different design. Obviously, you have some orange there. Here's the back. Really nice. I have the specifications, really simplistic, but it looks really good, and that's about all I need for my information. So there's all the warnings there in different languages and all that jazz. Again, there's a CGI and the background of the box again. And so the model, it's really nice. I highly recommend you guys get it. I think it's still in stock on RM's website, so again, I highly recommend you go buy one if you need it. I was gonna pass on this because there's not many of these tails, and I'm more in need of like a barcode tail or blueberries, but I decided this would be nice for the time being, and it's really nice, so I just decided to go for it. But we can start up at the front with the cockpit windows, the nose cone, your pitot tubes, and everything. And the name of the aircraft is JetBlue Stay. If I can get my camera to zoom. Just give me a minute here. It's kind of hard to tell, but yeah. There it is. Moving over here, we have the L1 door with your little plaque with the whatever awards they have. There's your nose gear and the JetBlue titles. They look really good. The color on this is spot on. It's really nice. You have your IAE engines, which are obviously correctly sized. It's not like, well, Geminis are a good size, but sometimes engines just tend to be a little bit too big or small. But you have your overwing exits. Now, one key thing that makes me prefer this is the Wi-Fi box. Now, I know it's nothing to do with the model. This is more of a real life thing, so it's like the Spirit doesn't have a Wi-Fi box in real life, so naturally the model wouldn't. I just think the Wi-Fi box looks really nice, and it's also a lighter gray. I just think it looks really cool on there. So you have your leading edge of the wing with your winglet, and the inside of it is gray, which I think is accurate for real life. When I looked it up is what I saw, so that's pretty nice. You have your spoilers, your flap tracks, and all of that. It looks really good, really nice detail. It's not like, it's enough to, the indents for the spoilers and everything is enough to tell it's there, but it's not overdone. I would say Gemini and NG kind of go a little bit too far with it, so it's not as realistic. So I think Panda did a better job with that. Behind your SATCOM box, you have your antennas. There's one there and a smaller one behind that. Your registration in American flag, again the registration, November 794 Juliet Bravo. Airbus A320 titles and the L2 door. Your JetBlue tail looks really nice. Again, the color is spot on. It's a really nice model. You have your horizontal stabilizers. There's no wing flex on this, which is really nice. I also appreciate the fact how your APU exhaust cone actually is like indented inside of the aircraft, so it's not just painted, but there's like an actual hole back there, which is really nice. Your cargo doors, there's one here and one there. This one is a bit bigger. Your landing gear again, and there's another cargo door up front. Really nice job here. Again, the box is fantastic as well. The model itself, it's a great addition to my collection, and I'm very glad to have it. So turning our attention over to the Spirit A320 now. Again, we're going to start with the box as per usual. So it's kind of hard to show you with the way my phone is right now. I apologize. But Airbus A320 titles up top. Your Spirit titles kind of are cut off a little bit, but I still think it's a nice design, so I don't really mind. It's a nice fade too. Like it's not as dark as the actual title, so it's kind of faded. I think it's a pretty nice job. It kind of makes the aircraft stand out, I think, as well, which is a nice touch. Your CGI again, and then your registration, which is November 612 November Kilo, and then it says 1 to 400 scale below that. The right side of the box and the left side are exactly the same, kind of like the JetBlue, and there's the bottom and the top, which are identical. Then the back of the box has all your information. I guess I'll pick my camera up. There's a CGI again, Airbus 320 titles, and all your information. It's pretty much the same thing as a JetBlue, except the colors and design is a little bit different. So overall, a really nice box design. I really like it, and we'll get onto the model. So this is a really nice model overall. The color on camera definitely is a little bit brighter than it is in real life. I promise you, what you're seeing on your screen right now is not the actual color of the model. For some reason, the lighting, I guess, just kind of makes it look a lot brighter than it is. But in real life, it's very accurate and looks very nice. So we'll zoom into the model now. We'll start up front with the nose cone and your cockpit windows, and there is a funny little dent or something next to the L1 door. It's not a big deal, but just something kind of interesting, I guess. You have an antenna there, and your L1 door. No little plaque, kind of like the JetBlue one had, but your Spirit titles, which this is actually technically an old livery now. The new Spirit livery, I think, is... I don't remember what they put on the engines. It's Spirit.com, I think, is what they put on the engines instead of Home of the Bear Fair. And the titles on the new one don't have the yellow scratches through them, so it definitely looks a lot more fresh and simplistic, but I think I prefer the look of this one just a little bit more. I think this one has more character. Your IAE engines, again, on this one, correctly sized and everything, look pretty nice. The right engine is actually tilted a little bit funny, and the titles are kind of slanted. It's not too bad, but it's just kind of a little bit interesting. Your leading edge, there's not really a lot of wing flex on this one. Maybe a little bit, but like it's nothing like too bad, so I don't really care. I almost call it a sharklet. Your fence tip, it's painted yellow on the inside and outside, so that's very nice. Same deal with your flaps and spoilers, and the indentations and everything. Your overwing exits and routes. There's a second antenna, and there's one in the back. Again, there's no SATCOM box on this one, which is fine. The registration, November 612 November Kilo, and again, your American flag. Your L2 door and your Spirit tail looks very nice, very detailed. I have no complaints. Really interesting what the color is doing on my camera here. It's a lot darker, which is accurate. So anyway, your horizontal stabilizers, same as the JetBlue, they're not flexed or anything. And your APU cone is also kind of three-dimensional, I guess, in terms of how it kind of, it's an actual hole in the tail, so that's pretty nice. Your two cargo doors in the back, again, you have your smaller one, if I can get my camera to focus, there we go. The small one there, and there's a larger one, and then up front, another one there. Again, the engine's tilted kind of funny, as I said, and they're all a bit loose, but that's pretty much how it is on every model. So I'd be tempted to try and bend it back, but I think with these ones they would just snap off, so I'm not even going to try because I don't want to break it. It's not a huge deal, like you can't really tell too easily unless you really look at it. When I got this model, it did arrive with a detached wing, as you can probably tell. If I zoom in a bit, you can see there's some paint chipping. You don't see it on that side, and you turn over here and you see some scratches by the root of the wing and the fuselage. So it's unfortunate. It's not on the bottom side, really. I mean, there's some pretty significant scratching. I wouldn't really care if it's on the underside, to be honest, but this is the part that you see. So, it's unfortunate, but I'm not going to worry about sending it back because it's not too big of a detail. Like, you can only notice it if you really look, and it's not like it's on both sides either, so it's not too huge of a deal for me. Anyways, that's your Spirit A320 by Panda Models, the RM Model Store exclusive. one of the exclusives. He has some Southwest and everything, so I didn't get those just because I'm waiting for NG to do some, because I think their mold is slightly better than Panda's. Overall, I would give this model, I would give the JetBlue a 10 out of 10, and this one probably, I would give this a 10 out of 10 as well. It's just the quality control. Obviously, the scratching isn't an issue on every model, so that's not something I would take points off for. Same deal with the engine. That's just quality control. So in terms of quality control, yeah, I'd give it like a 6 or 7 out of 10. But in terms of the model and the colors and the mold itself, I'd give it a 10 out of 10 because it's just really nice. So here's your two models again, the RM Model Store exclusive Panda models, JetBlue A320 and Spirit A320. Really nice models. Again, if you can find them, I highly recommend it. You're really gonna like them. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you did, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. If you have any questions or comments, just go ahead and comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.